Hey, what's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you that were hanging out and waiting. For those of you watching the replay, welcome to the channel. Make sure you like this stream, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted when I go live. So you can participate in the live chat for these live streams. So interesting conversations going on. Nicholas, hope you feel better soon. My man Sean, good to see you. Omega, I see a bunch of familiar names. Pneumatic Edge, interesting profile name. What's everybody wearing today? I am rocking one of the greats. I'm wearing Victor and Rolf Spicebomb. I was just in the mood for it today. I actually filmed a review that'll be coming out tomorrow morning. I've never done a dedicated video to it, and it deserves it. It's one of the greatest men's fragrances, especially men's designers of all time. It deserves some praise, and it gets plenty of it in the review. Big fan of this one and the line. You guys know that. The original's still the best one. Sorry. If I can just keep one, I'm keeping Spicebomb. So let's see what everybody's rocking today. Let's see. Udin Overdose from Zaharoff, Cool Water Street Fighter. What's going on, Joe? A whiff of Waffle Cone. Okay. Adonis Awakens. Damn good one. Chris, what's going on? Good to see you. Armani Code Absolute. Kind of my least favorite of the flankers that I have, but it's still a good fragrance, and I know that's a lot of people's favorite. Mercedes-Benz Select Night. I still need to get that one. Zaharoff Signature Citrine. I wore that a few nights ago. Had a shave with the shave set and then sprayed the fragrance. Vertus Vanilla Oud, one of the greatest ever. Huge fan of that fragrance. Huge fan. Of the Immortals from Curly Scents. Get your Zed creators. See it scrolling across. If you click the link at the top, it goes to my link tree, and the first two links under featured offers, you can now get samples on the website. And if you use the code ZZ, it's free shipping domestically here in the US. So you can get individual or you can get all three and save shipping. Code ZZ. ZED. All caps. It's just through the month of April, I believe George said he's going to run that. U.S. shipping only, domestically. So if you're interested in getting some samples now, you don't have to go to decanters anymore. There are some samples available through the Zaharoff website, or you can grab the fragrance from there. It brings you to the Zed Creator Collection page. So glad you're enjoying that one, John. CH Mystery Tobacco. Dan, what's going on? Diorum Sport 2012, the Iris one. Good choice, man. Carney, how are you? City Rhythm what? City Rhythm's a house, not a specific fragrance. So which one? Oajan, good stuff. Absolutely. I actually got up and put on 9 a.m. dive. Your recommendation. Yeah, that's one of the better blue fragrances to come out in a while. Okay, City Rhythm. Austin's what you meant. The newest release. H24 EDT. Great choice, Sam. I'm actually quite the fan of both. I still need to get the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Parfum is superior, but the EDT is still really good. It's still really, especially for spring weather. Great for spring weather. Ralph's Club, another try. I like both versions. 10-4. On the Kajal Ohms, I actually have a full review on both if you want to check those out. Which I'm surprised you've been subscribing to me for years. I'm surprised you haven't seen them. Yeah, if you type in TLTG Kajal Ohm, both reviews will come up. They're the two most versatile from the house. Both versions are Ohm. But if you want to hear a little bit more in depth, I have a review on each one of them. Amber Oud Gold Edition, Extreme Pure Perfume. Quite the long name. Scent of the Day Evening Mystique. Hope you're enjoying it. I need to wear it. It's been like 2 weeks since I wore it. You know, I try to space it out because obviously I wore the hell out of it before you guys ever knew it existed, with the final batches and everything. And then when I got my prototype bottle and all that good stuff. So, I mean, I've wore it plenty, but I still like to wear it here and there. Obviously, I love the damn thing. But I'm glad you're enjoying it, Ray. Dior Cologne. Hope you're having a good day. Rockin' Cidrapoise. Love it. I am having a great day, Jimmy. Thank you for asking. Scent of the day. Carolina Herrera, Bad Boy Cobalt. Ferragamo F Black. Oh yeah, I know you meant 9 a.m. I do, but that's not privy information for the public, unfortunately. That is private information for the House of Zaharoff and George Zaharoff. So, but if you're interested, there's one available for you right now of each of the three. Savoir Faire Whiskey Rose. I've heard great stuff about that house, especially Soul Cafe. Eros Parfum, solid. I still slightly prefer the EDP over it, but I've definitely enjoyed the handful of wearings I've had in recent months of the Parfum. Eric, how are you? Leather Tobacco. Today was a chilly start. So that's a great fragrance for when it's cold. I'm I'm assuming you meant New Orleans from, oh yeah, also got Austin. So yeah, you mean New Orleans from City Rhythm. Yeah, that's my favorite. That is my favorite. John Carlo, how are you? Zed did well on 2.0, super strong, almost too strong. It depends. If you're the heavy spraying type, yeah, it's going to be pretty damn strong on all of them. Musk Ravager out the shower after hiking. Hope you had a great hike. Probably in the next 2 to 3 days. Actually, because I did legs today, so I'm not going to want to hike tomorrow. Do chest, back. So maybe in like 3 days, we'll go on a hike. So, Orange Banana Republic. I also found a bottle of vanilla oud for $160 from retail. I've never purchased from. Honest opinion on pulling the trigger. That's better than I paid for it. I paid like $180, $175, something like that from Perfume Online. I mean, Perfume Empire on their eBay store, which I've bought from them many times over the years. That's a great price. If it's a legit seller, yeah, that's the best price I've seen. I would grab it if you're interested in it. Diorum Intense, timeless classic. I've not as crazy with their scents. The only one I haven't liked so far is Supremacy in Heaven. I haven't tried that one. So correct me if I'm wrong. Supremacy in Heaven is their Silver Mountain water clone, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Brian, how are you? Seen the review. They reviewed well, but haven't seen them come up in the rotations lately because I have over 1,000 fragrances, man. I hear that about stuff all the time. There's hundreds of fragrances that I thoroughly really love that I would rate 7.5 or better. Hundreds of them in this room. There's no time to wear all of them all the time. You know what I mean? I like your shirt. Thank you. The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, NXT Women's Champion. I love the shirt. Love Roxy. Love Roxy's matches. Interesting that they're doing an old Shawn Michaels storyline of her collapsing with a concussion after the match. And that's twice Shawn Michaels booked, because he books NXT. He booked his old storylines recently. The barbershop window, which had the door, it was Ding Dong Hello Bailey segment with Toxic Attraction, and so on. If you don't watch NXT, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So it's not as mainstream as WWE. It's the developmental brand for WWE. But Roxy had her shirt come out. I love the shirt. I love Roxy. Wanted to support her. Bought a shirt. Here on Chapard Oud Malaki. Good stuff. Afghan Supremacy, not only intense. I wore that day before yesterday. I wore that. Insurrection Pure 2. And Republic Spring and Summer. Prada Lune Rosa Extreme. The only one I don't have. 1 Million Parfum. Really liking it. I still need to get a bottle of that. I like it too. I have tested it on skin at Sephora. Same time I tested 1 Million Elixir. I just liked the Elixir more. That's why I got Elixir first. Good evening, everybody. Sin of the day. Uh-oh. Got Duncan's wearing 1 Million Parfum too. Back to back. Darren, what's going on? Then Republic MEDP. Dossier, caramelized lavender and hazelnut. So I actually requested those for next month's collaboration video because I saw they have the new originals. And I'm like, okay, I have to get my nose on these because I would say like 85% of their clones are really good. I want to see what they're going to do with an original. I want to see. It's either 3 or 4. I think it's 3. Yeah, it's 3 originals, and that's one of them. So I'm going to have that. I'm going to have that coming. I'm going to check them out. So that video will be coming soon. I'm definitely interested in seeing what they're working with in these originals. $2 super chat. Louis Vuitton Lim Insight. I appreciate the super chat. Excellent choice. I haven't smelled the original. I smelled a bunch of phenomenal clones, and I say they're phenomenal because as just fragrances in general, they smell amazing. Most notably, Dossier's version, speaking of, and Alexandria's version. Those are the 2 best ones I've tried. Not only incense and intense, both great. Nautica Voyage up for Shave Dave with a freshie. Okay. Hit the like button on your way, and I agree. 104 people, 36 likes. I didn't even notice. Thank you for reminding me, Sean. Guys, come on. We're better than that. Hit that thumbs up for me real quick. I greatly appreciate it. We can do better, you know? All right, let's see. Arabian Leather. A bunch of... Eric, I believe it. You've typed it a few times, I'm assuming. Darren just got the letter. Too much, man, but thank you. Creed Silver Mountain Water. So I've only smelled it one time, so not really. It was over a year ago. It's a year and like 3 months because it was December of 2021 when I smelled it at Door Prestige when I was in Glendale, California with George. I had smelled it on a test strip one time. So I really can't weigh in because it's hard to judge, and it's been over a year since I smelled it that one time on a test strip. So I remember liking it, but I don't remember any nuance or anything like that. Because we smelled, I must have smelled 24 fragrances on test strips that day, you know, plus some stuff on skin. Only pick up 2 fragrances for the rest of your life. 2 only. Can't do that. It's got to at least be 5. 2. Can't do 2. You imagine Curly's fragrance spray on 25 sprays of the Immortals. I'm sure she has. She did a video on Of the Immortals the other day, and I can imagine that's how many times she sprayed it. Looking for a men's parfum fragrance for spring and summer. Something rich in scent. Definitely Bleu de Chanel parfum. That's what I would go. If you want a rich, thick aroma that will work well in the heat, and it's a parfum flanker too. Bleu de Chanel parfum. It's the best blue fragrance ever made, in my opinion. I'm not saying it can't be topped. I'm just saying it hasn't been topped, in my opinion, of course. Ooh, excellent. Which one, the parfum or the parfum cologne? Really doesn't matter. Both great. Just curious. Parfum is better. It's just way more expensive, you know. But yeah, excellent, excellent, excellent choice. La Mala parfum. Jonathan, my man, smelling great. You guys are smelling great today. Y'all are putting me to shame. I mean, don't get me wrong, Spicebomb smells absolutely fucking amazing. But, I mean, you guys are just matching me scent for scent here with a bunch of great, great, great scent choices. Seriously. Good evening to you as well, Brandon. It's all good. Don't take time to mix it. Okay. And brother, looking lean, mean, great job. Yeah, I'm dieting hard. Cheat day every 5 days, and it's not the whole day. It's a cheat meal and a snack. And even the cheat meal was Chipotle. It was brown rice, pinto beans, double chicken, fajita vegetables, and green chili salsa, half a scoop, which was my usual post-workout meal before I started cutting and going on a caloric deficit. But I've been working hard at it, man. I really have. I'm down. The last time I weighed myself was a few days ago, and I was down 11 pounds fully clothed on the scale in the 3 weeks I've been dieting. So I'm looking to lose before April 15th. I'm looking to lose about another 10 pounds. And because 34s are getting big on me right now, I'm trying to get down to 32s for the new outfit I'm going to get for the party in Chicago, April 15th. Those of you who don't know, the Cannoli Prom, as it's being dubbed. So getting lean, getting mean. I appreciate it, Lewis. Thank you. My 2 Greenwich Village and Initio side effect. Okay. No, I'm not sure what's permanently clone. Flowery, smells like the cheapest out of all of them. Okay. No, that's the main one. That's the main one of the 3. It's Supreme Cashmere, and I forgot the other one. But there's 3 of them, and that's the main one I've always wanted. I think they're discontinued now, so the prices have gone up. But that's the one. I recommend if you like Code Profumo. Don't know if it's discontinued. Yeah, because I love Code Profumo was my favorite till I got the EDP. Now it's my second favorite version of Armani Code. Even more than the Parfum. Parfum's number 3 for me. I know that's a lot of people's favorites, but yes, I love the designer leathers when they're pretty good quality, and I love the Ralph Lauren polo lines in general. I've never smelled a polo fragrance I didn't like from Ralph Lauren, so I have a ton of them. I have most. There's very few polo flankers of any kind I don't have. Like maybe 7 or 8, but I'd love to get that one at some point. I need to make it a point this year to get it. Explorer this evening for me, thinking about snagging a couple cheapies. Final thoughts on 9 p.m. and Hawass. Those are, of course, those are awesome. I know you hate batch codes. Yeah, I don't like playing the batch code game because it is what it is. You know what I mean? Good luck reaching out to a seller and saying, hey, what's your batch code? Because I'm looking for this kind of batch. Good luck. I mean, I'm not saying you can't do that by all means. If it's that important to you, give it a shot. But I can't imagine them saying too much. I mean, they might respond with a batch code and you can look it up, and it's probably going to be a new batch. So, I mean, if you're just interested in the scents, I would roll with it because speaking of Hawass, for example, between mine and a few other friends, it's 5 different batches that I know of, all beasts, different shades of purple on the juice. One's a bluish juice, more grayish clear, dark purple, beasts for everyone. So I really think it comes down to anosmia and skin chemistry, even though people that don't believe in anosmia and skin chemistry argue that with me. To each their own. I look at it this way. If you're interested in them and you're going to blind buy them anyway, hey, man, go for it. I personally enjoy them. I'm not saying they're super blind buy safe, but you could do a lot worse, and they're not really expensive in the first place. So try to sample if you can, obviously. But, I mean, I like them. No guarantees you will, but I like them. Oud satin. Oh, yeah. So good. Not all rose and oud combos are created equal. That is a valid statement, sir. I am super excited about that. So going to get it. The gentleman that runs iFragrance Official sent me a picture of his bottle that he had in hand this morning. I woke up to a picture of the bottle in his hand. So he's got it. So that tells me it's coming out very soon. I don't have a release date yet, but I'm going to blind buy that one, which leaves room for disappointment because you know it's going to be mid to upper $100 range for this designer fragrance, which is kind of like affordable niche prices, bordering mid-level niche pricing. So there's going to be some room for some real disappointment here, but I have faith that I'm really going to like it. That's why I'm willing to blind buy it at full retail and not wait. Because you see how Le Beau Le Parfum is. I get messages all the time, still looking for it, out of stock. Same thing with Stronger With You, absolutely. And those aren't brand spanking new flankers. They've been out for a little while now. So I don't want to go through that rigmarole of waiting to get it $30 or $40 cheaper. I'm that excited about it. I'm just going to buy it when it hits the stores in the U.S. It's the end of the day's Toy Boy. Costa Azura. I've only tried the Parfum. I like it. No, I have tried the EDP. I tried it at Sephora. I prefer the EDP. It's a little bit more fresh. It's fresher and a little bit more marine on my skin. I get a lot of the oak from the Parfum. I have a decant of the Parfum. I actually did a review on it. While I like it, I don't love it. I prefer the previous version, the Eau de Parfum. I would definitely try. Try before you buy. Sephora, if a Sephora near you carries the Tom Ford fragrances, most of them do, you should be able to try it. You should be able to try both versions. I would say head to Sephora. Just found commodity bergamot, $35. Smells like summer. Any luck with any commodity? I've never picked up a commodity fragrance. I've seen them in the past. Just never grabbed any. No, I haven't seen Kyler yet. He normally doesn't miss. Mall Ultra Male is my favorite. Any Argos at discounters at all? I believe so. I'm not sure exactly which ones. Let's see. $5 super chat, Volcanus. I appreciate you, my man. I saw the super thanks that you gave me yesterday as well. Thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate it. This man's the real MVP. I'll get super chats and super thanks from him randomly all the time. I greatly appreciate that. I want to make sure to let you know I see it and I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. YSL, I'm assuming YEDP. One of the best blues out there for sure. Hype machine and a compliment magnet. Love it first. Don't tell me because I want to go into it blind. Don't tell me nothing about it. You guys know I like to be blind with stuff like that. Bleu Chanel Parfum Scent of the Night. Opinion on Aqua de Jo EDP. My least favorite. My least favorite Aqua de Jo flanker. It's still very good. It's just it smells too much like the others to me. It smells like the original sprinkled with a little bit of Profondo. I'm still going to get a bottle eventually. It's not a big priority for me like Profondo and Profondo Lights were, or even Absolute and Profumo. You know what I mean? I like all of those more personally. It's not a bad fragrance. It's actually a very good fragrance. But when you have a good amount of experience with all the others, it's easy to be a little underwhelmed by it when they didn't kind of twist the DNA enough. But then again, it's supposed to be the Eau de Parfum version of the original, right? So technically, they did what they set out to do. It's an appropriate flanker. It's just, I don't know, it didn't wow me and floor me. I did a video on it, and I like it. I just don't love it. And I went through the decant completely. I don't have anything left in my decant. Decant's gone. It was completely bone dry, threw it away. I sprayed all of it. So I like it. I'm not in love with it, so I will get a bottle eventually. Paris Hilton for men. That's good stuff. YSLY. Yeah, I assumed it was YSLY. Lazy Sunday, Masoni Wave. Good stuff. Rare Carbon. Even better stuff. Jeez, that's good. Vanille Havan. Okay. There's a good number of fragrances should the everyday man have in his cabinet. I would say to complete a wardrobe, less than 10. You don't need that many, man. You can kind of encompass an entire wardrobe with about 5 fragrances, where you have something casual, your gym scent, you're fresh out the shower, you're running errands, whatever, your everyday versatile work scent, your evening scent, your special event scent, and then your kind of wild card just for the hell of it, whatever, your niche fragrance, your expensive one, whatever. This 4 to 5 fragrances is all you really need to have a complete wardrobe that covers everything. Like that 5th one can maybe be specifically for the cooler weather. or something like that. That's why I call it a wild card. It could be whatever suits your climate and your situation best, you know. But no, you don't need 1,000 fragrances like I have, or hundreds like a lot of the people in this chat watching this live stream. 74 likes, 130 viewers. Can we get those likes up a little bit more, guys? Let's hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. Killian Blue Moon Ginger Dash. Haven't tried it yet. Heard good things, though. Dylan Blue, too bad, man. I really wanted your opinion. So trust your nose, but hey, I think it's going to be a blind body. Yeah, sorry, man. Haven't tried it. What's your thoughts? Let's see. Paris Corner's clone of Enclave called Enclosure, and it's awesome. I'd be curious to try that one because Enclave's great. I have Enclave. I could compare it. Favorite amber-based style scent. So in recent memory, my favorite that I've picked up as of late is Ambre Chromatique from Maison Crivelli. That is really good. It's this very specific benzoin. It's a thick, sticky, warm amber with Davana, some herbs, some woods. It's like glue. It's like spraying glue on your skin. It never goes away. If you don't scrub well enough, that shit will survive a shower. It's happened to me, and I scrub my skin very well. It can survive showers. That stuff, like I said, it's like spraying glue in your skin. It's not going to fill a room unless you spray it on the heavier side, but it will linger. It is dense. It is a thick cloud. The cloud you do get is thick, so your trail is long and strong. Parfum Cologne, better projection. Parfum Cologne is the better projector, for sure. I'm sure we're still talking about Elysium here. Let's see. Genre's coming out with the interpretation of Dolce Diablo. Okay. Let's see. Okay, please do 5 then. I already know Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Zaharoff Signature Rosé, Dior Homme Parfum. Mancera Cedrat Boisé. Salvatore Ferragamo, Aqua Senziale Blue. And there's 5 to go Bleu de Chanel Parfum. So there you go. 3 bars of Aftershock. That's my favorite one. Can't wait to try them out next week. So good. So good. Your shower's going to smell this because they're strong as shit. They are strong. Just to give you a heads up. The oils that he uses, it's a strong aroma. But that is such a great uplifting, revitalizing shower when you start lathering that soap bar. God, that's so good. I'm envious. I need to order some more myself. Look, Parfum, bro. First pickup in a while. Also got Invictus 10-4. Mercedes-Benz Club Black today. Excellent choice. Replica at the Barber's, my favorite barbershop scent. Big fan of that one. So today, Vince Camuto Port Homme. Talking about the black bottle. That's actually my least favorite one. The black bottle. I like the blue. Like the orange, like the white, brown, Terra, Virtuous, I believe, Eterno. I have that one, Terra. Got a few of them. And the black bottle I have is the smallest bottle I have, and it's my least favorite. You think about Jean-Paul Gaultier? Who I think? Who you think? What do I think? I just did a shorts video on yesterday announcing, hey, it's here. It's coming. I really, really, really am looking forward to it. We just talked about it a few minutes ago. Unwise Reflection Man, excellent choice. Whereas because I have a billion things I want to wear because of it. 1 Million Elixir. Loving that one. I still need to do a full review on it. I want the At the Barber's. It's my favorite barbershop scent. Very authentic, great quality. Smells awesome. Jim AM, Bike PM, Sweet Chili Chicken. Was amazing. Believe me. Haha, I do. I sure do. I'm in the shy. Ross, my current favorite freshie is Ombre Leather. You consider that a freshie? Well, they do have an Eau de Toilette version coming, which is kind of going to be the freshie version of it. So that's coming out this year. Tom Ford Ombre Leather Eau de Toilette. Pretty excited about that one. I'm not going to blind buy that one because it's going to be expensive as shit. I'm going to definitely get a decant and try it, though. I have a feeling I'm really going to like it. Because I love the EDP and the Parfum. So Royal Oud this morning at Saks. Immediately fell in love, not paying $500 though. Yeah, I don't blame you. Code Absolute and Profumo on clearance at Ulta Market, $71. Paid $110 for both 60 mils. That's not bad at all, Darren. That's not bad at all, especially the Profumo. That's my second favorite. Used to be my favorite. Just picked up Osaito from Mika Leaf. I've been wanting to try that one. I believe that's a marine aquatic scent. Oster, I haven't worn that one in a little while. Oh, that's such a good dark oud clovish type of geranium fragrance, sweet geranium. That's a good one. It's right. I know exactly where it's at. I moved it around so I could get something day before yesterday. I'm back down the weight I was when I was in my early 20s. 10-4. Congrats, man. 86 likes, 130 viewers. Hit that thumbs up for those of you that are here. We're 25 minutes in. We'll hang out for a while. You guys know me. I typically don't like to do more than an hour. With Ogun and George, it was a rare occasion. Anytime I have a panel of people, I'll always do more than an hour. If I have a featured guest that we scheduled ahead of time, we try to stick to the 1 hour range. And then when I'm by myself, I try to do an hour. 45 minutes to an hour, depends. Polaroid Parfum. Wish they still made Polo Explorer. I've never tried Polo Explorer. I like the bottle too. Very outdoorsy look to it. Luna Rosa Ocean today. That's a good one. Supposedly the next flanker is the Eau de Parfum. Ocean Eau de Parfum. Video on not. How do you feel about the rest of the newer Amouage? I haven't smelled the rest of them yet. Just Lineage. I have all 3 samples. I'm looking at them. They're right on the other side of this camcorder. Haven't sprayed them yet. Okay, Ocean. Okay, different conversation. No, I've never tried it. Smell much. It's a beast, but I'm liking it now. Yeah, I've never tried it. Hit that like button. Speaking of Ogun, there's a Q in the house right now. For those of you that didn't see the live battle, top 10 intoxicating fragrances with him and Justin yesterday, you need to go back and watch that for sure. They're okay. I wish they wouldn't have changed them. It was very distinctive to the line, the previous bottles. I'm excited about that one too. I want to try. I have a feeling it's going to smell like either Grand Soir or Ani, somewhere along those lines. I think it's going to be like that with a little bit of Strong With You sprinkled in. Definitely, if I was to take my 2 fragrances out of it, Rosé, Leather Tobacco. Ooh, because that's easy. That's the easy top 2. And then the third one, honestly, Citrine. I wear the hell out of Citrine. I wear Citrine all the time. So I guess Citrine's got to take the 3 hole. But it's 1A and 1B for the top 2 spots with Leather Tobacco and Rosé as far as what's currently released. Now, there's some unreleased stuff that's going to rival that and potentially change the way the top 3 goes. But when the time comes, we'll talk about those things a lot further, you know. Can we try Lamal Elixir? Me frickin' too. What do you think about fragrances going refillable, so better for the planet? I mean, it's a good thing, especially if you don't, you know, your bottles don't roll around in a bag all the time, or you keep them in your car or anything like that, so the print doesn't rub off. If your bottles don't get beat to shit, it's a good move. Yeah, very good for the planet. You know, we have a lot of waste on this floating rock, and it's best that we do our best to kind of try to take care of it a little bit more. So I'm with that. Polaroid Parfum, that is. Okay. Silver Musk. I'm not sure which fragrance you're talking about. Is that like a Mancera or something? Reflection Man, 10-4. Most Wanted. Actually got the black bottle one. I mean, they're both great. Most Wanted and Most Wanted Parfum. Goes quick off discount, as I can imagine. Nicholas with the $5 super sticker. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate that. $1.99 super chat. Calisthenics and caffeine. Like the name. I like the name. I would say no more than we were talking about earlier with a complete wardrobe. You can complete a wardrobe in 4 to 5 fragrances. Again, your casual gym, day off, out the shower, running errands, just that light, fresh fragrance for whatever. Your everyday, kind of versatile work scent, your evenings out, your special occasion, and then kind of a wild card at the 5 spot that can be something dedicated to colder weather, for example, because your evening scent can kind of double as a cooler weather scent, but you can get that really nice niche fragrance or whatever suits your climate, your situation. I would say 5 is really kind of the sweet spot. You don't need more than that. I mean, technically you can just get the one that does it all. But if you want a little bit more versatility that suits apparel and situations a little more than just having that one all the time, that signature scent, I would say 5 fragrances is a good number, you know. But thank you for the super chat. Salty Aquatic. I have Mano Fresh, Pour Homme, not salty, Masoni Wave, not salty, Aquamarine salty, Julius Vanilla Vibe, salty. I dig the Salty Aquatics, just want to find more. I'm trying to think. The newest one from Untamed Perfumes. I forgot the name of it, but it's got a believable salty, bitter seaweed note. It's fan-freaking-tastic. It's really, I'm looking at the box. I forgot the name of it. It's the newest release from Untamed Perfumes. It's really, really good. If you want a salty aquatic that's high-level niche, it's really, really freaking good. Go to untamedperfumes.com. It's their salty aquatic. Damn it, what's the name of it? Now I'm going to have to pull it up. It's going to drive me insane. Untamed Perfumes Collection. Why can't I remember the name of it? Let's see. Salish C. That's what it is. So let me do a screen share just to show you which one I'm talking about. Let's see. Present, share screen. Okay, so I'm talking about this one right here. This is freaking amazing. If that's the style that you like, sea salt, rosemary, black pepper, herbal notes, honeysuckle, lily of the valley, sea spray, seaweed, driftwood, beach grass, fir balsam, oak moss, ambergris. So ambergris can be salty. Driftwood, salty aquatic wood. Seaweed, bitter and salty. Sea spray, salty sea breeze, and actual sea salt. So if you like salty fragrances, salty aquatics, this one is the one for you to try. You can get samples as well because it is a niche fragrance. So because here's a travel atomizer, I believe. I want to say it's a 10 ml for $51. And the bottles are $130, but you can also get samples. So I would get a sample and try that one. It's Salish C, however you say that. That one is actually very, very good based on your taste and what you're looking for. Granted, it's not a designer like the rest of them, but, well, I mean, Juliet has a gun. That's not a designer. EQ just watched the live playback. Great battle. Need to get my nose on that Electimus Octavian piece. Talk to me nice. Shout out to my man EQ. But not sure if I should pull the trigger. I'm afraid to offend people. It's actually less offensive than you think, especially if you're mindful of the sprays, because it is really, really freaking strong. It's actually quite the compliment puller. It's only offensive if you just spray ridiculous amounts of it and it's just very aggressive on people. Love Auster, the lemon and the cloves. Yeah, it's beautiful. And I get a lot of the geranium. It comes across like a sweet geranium, more so than like a minty type of feel. Paragon by Initio. Who is wearing for him? Paris Hilton, trying to. Yeah, it's very good. How are you, sir? Dope. I just purchased Open Road on your suggestion. Smelled it at Ulta. I really like it. It's polarizing, as with any generic designer release, that some people it's boring for them, and some people can just look at it as, hey, it smells good. I'm assuming that's how you look at it, as, hey, it just smells good. I really like it. It's a very spicy aromatic, peppery spiced aromatic too, not like the herbaceous aftershave feel of a barbershop fragrance, because it is a bunch of lavender and clary sage, heavy on the aromatics, with a lot of Sichuan pepper. It's very, very good. I really, really enjoy that one, man. I'm glad you enjoy it too. So let's see. DJ said the best Argos for spring and summer. Yeah, I haven't smelled that one yet. Namian Lion. He really doesn't have a fresh fragrance outside of Argos Pour Homme. Is going to be the closest one. It's a bergamot, vetiver, woods, and violet type of thing. A very timeless scent profile. That's about as close as it's going to get to a summer fragrance for him currently, because everything else is on the heavier side. Is a dense fragrance or a dark fragrance, heavy leather, boozy tobacco, herbal, dark, earthy green and leather like Brevito Delicacia. Like even the ladies with Pallas Athene and Parfum are very floral dominant, but they're thick, rich florals. You know what I mean? Like none of it's really summer friendly, to be honest with you, DJ. My first niche, Eau Givray or Diorum Cologne. Ooh, so I don't have Eau Givray yet, but I want it. It's really, really good. It's the only Terre d'Hermès flanker that ever smelled good on my skin that is, like EQ was saying on the live the other night with me, fresh squeezed grapefruit. It's a citron note, but it smells like grapefruit. I agree with him completely. It is beautiful. You can't go wrong either way, but I do think Terre d'Hermès Eau Givray is a superior fragrance. You will get better performance out of it too. Diorum Cologne's notorious just a few hours, so if performance is important to you, and it just smells better overall. Sorry, Terre d'Hermès Eau Givray is the way I would go between the two. Yeah, Trillium. Yeah, Trillium. I plan on getting that one. Love they copied the bottle and the cap looks cool. YSL Le Parfum the other day. Immediately ordered a backup bottle quick. I love it too. It's really, really good, man. Star Wars Extreme to work. Dylan Blue for dinner. Some good choices. Ojivray is phenomenal. Agreed. Completely agreed. James Kennedy with the $9.99 super sticker. I'm assuming since there's no comment. Thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly, or super sticker, whichever one it is. I greatly appreciate that. $4.99 from Paul. Your recommendations and reviews have steered me in the right direction lately. Many thanks. I'm glad they have worked out for you, man. I just love this stuff. And it means a lot to me when I get really excited about something and somebody ends up, taking my advice or looking at it as a recommendation, getting their nose on it, like, man, this is great. I totally agree. I love when we have similar tastes that jive. It just makes it easier to have conversation about specific fragrances, But thank you so much for the super chat, and I'm glad some of the things I've been really enjoying, you're really enjoying as well. Ordered Sean, thank you. Gucci Pour Homme 2, Miami Live Life in the house. Okay. Unless you like rose fragrances, Palace Athene, definitely rose heavy, nice for spring and summer, but my least favorite from Argos, my wife loves that one. Loves it. That and both women's, Palace Athene and Parfum are phenomenal, which I like them both as well, but they're kind of designated for her. She's got the 30 ml bottles. So yeah, I don't waste her sprays like that. I'll let her enjoy them. Carney, I'm wondering, why do you keep saying Reflection Man? That's like the 5th time. Why do you keep saying Amouage Reflection Man? Because I've pinned it. I've acknowledged you. So I don't know why you keep doing it. I have heard of Modest Une. I just haven't tried it. But Club de Nuit Intense Man or 9 p.m. They're totally different. So it's hard to choose one over the other. I guess for versatility purposes, Club de Nuit Intense Man, because I would look at 9 p.m. as more situational because it's just so sweet, Atkinson's Oud Save the Queen. I'm trying to grab my first Spicebomb. You think I should grab? Yeah, start with the original. This is one of those lines that it's best to start with the original so you can appreciate the rest of them, because all of the rest of the flankers tie into the original. They're all true flankers. They all tie into the original's DNA. This is one of the better men's designer lines ever created. I would suggest starting with the original for sure. And you can find them for a decent price. You really can. $50 range for, 50 mLs, 60, 70 bucks. You can get 100 mLs. They're not bad. I did a full review on it not too long after it came out. So just type in TLTG and the name of the fragrance. Video will pop up. I have a full review. Triple Rule Breaker, last one. It was worth hearing the Zaharoff release. Super excited. Yeah, for sure. I think I'm picking up Bois Imperial. Yes, I'd rather get that over Ganymede. That's more wearable for me. I appreciate Ganymede, but I don't see myself reaching for it enough where Bois Imperial has the differences for me. What do you think about H24? The EDT is fantastic. The Eau de Parfum is richer, a true flanker, and superior. If I was to just get one, it would be the Eau de Parfum, which I don't have yet. I have smelled with Justin. I have the Eau de Toilette. They're both good, but the EDP is superior. EQ says Leather Tobacco, Evening Mystique, and Second Soul. My brother, I appreciate that. I'm glad Evening Mystique ranks so high for you. It's interesting to see that Rosé isn't in the top 3, and I know you're a big fan of Royale X as well, but it's interesting to see Rosé not in the top 3. But I'm sure Justin appreciates being in the top 3 as well, my man. And Leather Tobacco, I know you've been wearing the shit out of that, so I'm not surprised to see that listed first. Cade, what's your favorite? I've never smelled a Bleu de Chanel Parfum Cologne. I've never smelled one before. So, don't know. EQ in here. Silver Musk. Nasamato. Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure. I haven't tried it. Silver Musk sounds like a name Mancera would use. That's why I was like, is that a Mancera fragrance or something? Yeah, I haven't tried it. Excellent pickups. What's the most hype you've been for a new fragrance? Oh, I want to say Polo Blue Parfum was the one that excited me the most in recent memory. And it was everything I wanted it to be. That's why I've been recommending it. I went through a decant. I have a bottle now. I would say that one. I was pretty hyped about the infrared flanker and night vision EDP for these. I was pretty excited about Polo Cologne Intenso de Parfum because I bought that the day it released. I was in Chicago, got the alert from Ulta. I was signed up for the alerts for when it released, and I bought it like the first 5 minutes. It was available on their site. Those, but I would think the one I was most excited in recent memory that I did get my hands on was, does it fall into 1 million? Yeah, I would have to go that route, I think. Because I've gotten my hands on a lot of good ones. But yeah, I'm going to go with Polo Blue Parfum. I'm going to go with that. Oud for Glory, how are you? Watch since. So Must Motto, looking for a tea fragrance. Randy, what's going on, big dog? I'm way behind. I might have to skip ahead. What warm weather fragrance are you itching to break out? So I actually, I wore it not that long ago, Invictus Aqua, because I haven't worn it in a while. And I wore it like 2 weeks ago, just out the shower randomly. It was magnificent. Still my favorite fragrance. It's still my favorite. None of the clones encompass the magic of it, even though it's a designer fragrance. None of the clones are quite up to par with it. The one that comes the closest is Halloween Man Hero, and even clone houses and stuff like that. They not quite invoke the feeling I get when I spray Invictus Aqua 2018 on. So that one. And I'm going to start wearing all my Versace Mano Fresh stuff. So technically it's a two-part answer. Everything that I have that smells like Versace Mano Fresh, the Armoff clone, Aura Fresh, actual Versace Mano Fresh, Zaharoff Chrome Sport, all the stuff I have that smells like Mano Fresh. I'm looking forward to pulling that stuff out too. Good butts are the gym today. Okay. Salty Aquatic Light Blue O Intense, that is. Invictus Legend, yes, for sure. I don't get so much saltiness from Polo Deep Blue Parfum, though, personally. Just wore Signature Pour on the other day. Yes, I just haven't had a reason to wear a suit and tie in a while. So I did wear it, it's been a little while, about 2 months ago, month and a half ago, something like that. I was just in the mood for it because I haven't had reasons to wear a suit and tie in quite a while. But anytime I need to, and actually, like, my suits are so big on me now that there is no tailoring them. I need new suits because my physique is drastically different from my gray and blue suit, the way they fit. So it's one of those deals where I need to get a new suit sooner than later because I do have some stuff coming up this year that I'm going to need a suit for. So I'm going to buy a suit this year, a new suit. I would say Profondo, but Profumo salty? No, not really. I don't find anyways. I would say more Profondo for sure. That's definitely Salty Aquatic. At the cabin today, wearing By the Fireplace for the vibes. That's what I'm talking about, Randy. John Varvatos Crimson. That's a good one. John Varvatos and Nick Jonas Crimson. That's my favorite of the three. The collaborative fragrances they did with Nick Jonas. Fresh Aquatics. Up, Randy. Yo, Ross. Not Black Bottle. My fault. No, it's all good. Wanted by Night. That's still a good one, you know. Nothing will excite me this year like Eau Givray did last year. I can believe it because, I mean, for those of you that saw us on my live the other night, you saw how excited this man gets when he's talking about Eau Givray and spraying it and smelling it. Like I told him, we were joking about him, like, you just sold some bottles of Eau Givray. Oh, I'm not an influencer. Don't matter. People see passion like that and they're like, I want to feel that way. So they go try it and see if they can feel that way about the fragrance too. Really good quality. Only Hermes I like. It's the only Terre d'Hermes flanker for me. It's the only one I need to get a bottle. Joma Shop's got it. A little over $100 for those of you that are curious. Hey, glad I didn't miss today. Glad you didn't miss today too. $4.99 super chat from Tanner. Sin of the day, man. Sarah Holidays. Never tried that one. Glad to finally catch you live. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much, Tanner. I greatly appreciate the super chat. Thank you for being here. What do you think about Holidays? Let me know. I've never tried that one. Oh, so the Lentissima fragrance that's exclusive to Kingdom Fragrances, OHV, but G. It's a weird ass name, but it's an amazing fragrance. Big, hefty, juicy lime hit at the top. I know you're on that lime kick right now. At least get a sample of it. You can get a sample. If I had decants, I'd make you a decant. I don't have anything to decant with. Otherwise, I'd make you a decant and send it to you so you can check it out. Because I know since you're on that lime kick, I know you'd enjoy it. Feeling nostalgic. Sin of the day. Sean John, Unforgivable. Received the compliment at the register. Okay. Diorama Sport, been liking this one lately. Great springtime scent. I agree. All of them. Every formulation is a great 3-season spring, summer, fall scent from '08 to the newest one in 2021. All 4 versions are good for that. Fabulous Yuzu. Ooh, I didn't even see anything about that one. If it's Yuzu based, I'm sure I'll like it. Stetson Aftershave. There you go. Stetson Sierra and Stetson Black were my 2 favorite Stetson aftershaves ever. Latafa Ijazi. Ijazi? Is that how you say that? Smell Evening Mystique. Y'all understand, Ross. That's what I'm saying. Evening Mystique's legit. Anyone smelled Imperium by Fragrance World? And if so, how close is it to Elysium Parfum Cologne? I haven't, Dan, so I can't weigh in. 9 p.m. the best cologne ever. Hey, it's better than the original. It's not often that I'll say that. It's not often that I will wholeheartedly give that type of approval and say, yeah, this is actually better. Because you've heard me say 1,000 times, the clones don't capture the magic of the original. This is actually better than Ultra Male, in my opinion. I do still really like Ultra Male, but it's so much more scratchy, screechy, synthetic at the top. And Afnan 9 p.m. is just smooth, and it's fruitier because it's apple instead of pear. So it's a little bit more sweet on the fruitiness. Instead of juicy, it's sweeter. And it just works. Afnan 9 p.m. is so good. That's one of those rare occasions I would say get the clone over the original. Very rare occasion. Excited about New Sirs Lieutenant. I haven't heard about this one. Argos, I had all the samples, got Adonis Awakens and Danye. Debating on Pour Homme, just waiting in July. One of my favorite niche houses. Me too. Great stuff. Just wanted you. Yeah, Pour Homme's about the closest it's going to be. It's a very fresh, woody vetiver dominant. It's the kind of bergamot that has that juicy, almost dill-like bitter green tone to it. It's that authentic bergamot smell, very believable, photorealistic type of smell with a violet leaf note. Like I said, it's a scent profile that's been done before, but it's done at Argos level, that top tier quality and blend. You know what I mean? You know, pretty good. Average performance. Tried strong with not yet. Not yet. Boy, I definitely want that one though. All right, another $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Thanks to your channel and recommendations, I've built up a fire collection that continues to grow. Aloha from Hawaii. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. And again, I go back to what I was saying earlier for the super chat that mentioned something similar. It's just a pleasure for me. It's a joy for me when we can have similar tastes because it makes the recommendations easier. It makes the conversation better because we're here on a lot of things, you know what I mean? If your tastes jive like that, it just makes the whole community aspect of this that much better, you know. But thank you for the super chat. I meant Profondo. Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Profondo is definitely the saltier one. Thinking of nabbing a Chrome. Ooh, recommendation. Never owned Chrome before. Leaning Sport or Extreme, go Extreme. So Sport smells like Chrome mixed with a hefty dose of Versace Mano Fresh. It is really good, but Chrome Extreme is just that. It's the extreme version of Chrome. It's an intensified Chrome mixed with Acqua di Gio Profondo. That's what the scent profile smells like, and it's a great performer. You can get it for around $50 for 100 ml. It's my favorite version of Chrome. I would personally suggest Chrome Extreme, and I love Chrome Sport. I do. I've done a full review years ago on that one. Love Chrome Sport. I just talked about how I'm ready to pull it out, but if I'm only picking one Chrome, it's Chrome Extreme for me. Until I try the Parfum. Randy's told me some good things about the Parfum. I haven't tried it yet. Let's see. I think so, but I wouldn't consider it any better than Amber Oud Blue Edition from Haramine and not light years better than Missoni Parfum Pour Homme. I think you're good with any of the three. I had somebody ask me to rank the three the other day in a live stream. It's like, Missoni Parfum the least of the three, and the other two pretty much neck and neck. So it comes down to just pick your poison. I wouldn't consider it any better. It comes down to just which one you can get the cheapest. Go with that of the three because they're all good. They're all good depictions, pretty accurate clones, decent quality, decent performance, all pretty good performance, really. A Bleu de Chanel. I mean, you really can't go wrong with any of them. I mean, I think so. If you're looking for a Bleu de Chanel clone, it is a great clone of Bleu de Chanel. It was my favorite of the three men's releases. Well, if you want to consider Untold men's release. But of the new Club de Nuit flankers, Urban Man Elixir was my least favorite. Untold was my second favorite. And then Iconic was my favorite. All right, I got to skip ahead a little bit, guys. I'm a bit behind. Well, before I skip ahead, I agree with this wholeheartedly because I only wear Hachivat when I'm going to be wearing at least an Oxford somewhere. I don't have to wear a suit for it, but it's a little more of a refined Chypre that's very dominant in this high-quality mossy smell. I think that one begs you dress it up. That's one I won't just rock with a T-shirt. And I don't really like the Rock Signature Pour Homme with just a T-shirt. You can, but it's another one that smells elegant and refined and classy. Both of those. So I'm with you on that. I think they're better for dressing up for sure. That's why you don't see them in the rotation much because I wear T-shirts 95% of the time. T-shirts and hoodies. So ordered it when EQ was talking about it yesterday. I don't blame you. You know, Encre Noir Sport. I have all that and really dig the Extreme. Thinking of getting Sport to complete the line. Sport's my favorite of the three. That was the first one I got. I really, really enjoy that one. It smells like burning logs. All right, so I'm going to skip ahead now. Got to hit this. Climatic, $5 Super Chat. Just picked up Encre Noir L'Extrême. Prada Amber Pour Homme. L'Homme Cologne Blue. God, that smells good. That is so underrated because people bitch about performance too much and can't appreciate a scent. That is such a good smell. That is my wife's. Shame on me. I still haven't bought it. You know, I'm buying it this damn month. I'm going to buy it this week because they got it for a good price from Perfume Online. I'm going to buy it this week, which I have 4 fragrances coming in. But I know I keep doing sidebar comments here. But L'Homme Cologne Blue from YSL, because it's like a 3 or 4 hour fragrance for most people, get shit on because of its performance. I got plenty of situations for 3 and 4 hour fragrances. That is one of the best smelling light blue fresh fragrances I've ever smelled. My wife is a huge fan of that one, which she's fussed me many times. Why don't you have a bottle of this yet? I love this fragrance on you. Because every time we go to Sephora for anything, I spray it on my hand because they always have a tester at all the Sephoras I go to. Came out late last year. Says really good. I had never heard about it. Never heard about it. But thank you for the super chat, Climatic. I appreciate that. Lost Cherry from Joma Shop. Not a big fan of Lost Cherry, but I like all the rest of the ones that you mentioned. White Suede, I have sampled once. I don't really remember it though. But I appreciate the $5 super chat, my man. All right, let's I gotta skip ahead. On average, Joe's in the house. All right. Hurricane Teabag, $4.99 super chat. If you need new suits, go to Ted's Clothiers in Denver, Inglewood. Must check it out before you leave. Well, it'll be while I'm still here that I need a suit. It's before the fall because I'm moving in the fall back to Texas. So I'm going to need it sooner than later. I would say in the next 2 to 3 months, I'm going to need a new suit. And I need to get rid of the 2 suits I have because, like I said, they're so big now. There's no tailoring them. There's no taking in the material and tailoring them. My physique has changed to the point to where they're just way too big now. The sizing is totally different for me now. So, but thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the heads up on where to go. I have to remember that. I want to say I've seen a commercial for them actually. I want to say I have. I have to remember that. All right. Scent of the day, BR540 X straight and Matcha 26. Okay, damn, Joe. Layering. All right. Your name is Randy, like Savage. Yeah, it's definitely I thought you were a 90s wrestling fan is what you told me, Randy. How do you not know Randy Savage? Come on now. And you met him. That's even worse. You should have got the reference immediately. Youp Homme Eau de Parfum is arriving me next week. Finally found it. Where'd you find it? I'd like to get that one because the Le Parfum is amazing. I'd love to get the Eau de Parfum. Got to start some dinner. Always a pleasure, Ross. Take it easy and take care. Chat, Sean, thank you for being here. You were here from the start. You've been here for 54 minutes. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right. 118 likes, 128 viewers. That's a great ratio. We got 5 more minutes, and then we'll shut it down. So let me see if we got anything. Aqua de Parmas, Colonia Pura, and Essenza. I've only smelled Essenza once, and I absolutely adore Colonia Pura. I have a bottle of that one. That is my favorite. I have the only 2 bottles I have is Colonia Pura and Colonia Club. I would like to get Colonia Essenza which is the one you're talking about. I've only smelled it one time. And some of the blue Mediterranean flankers like Chinotto di Liguria. That one I've got my eye on. I have smelled it. I did sample it. I do really like it. It's very zesty. Fico di Amalfi, I'd like to get. Bergamoto di Calabria, I'd like to get that one. So mainly Ascenza that you're mentioning and some of the blue Mediterranean flankers are on my radar for this year. But Colonia Pura, so good. So good. Beautiful. White floral, a little soapy clean, zesty, authentic, photorealistic citrus, soft woods. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Finally found Puma hat to match all my outfits. Kudos to you, sir. Detour Noir, lovely clone of Leighton. I do have a decant of that Neeb sent me. Wife loves it on me. You think Randy can play the Mr. Crowley solo? I don't know. I have no idea. Got a black tie event and need a fragrance recommendation. They can Pegasus, Hachivat. Black tie event? If it was Pegasus exclusive, I would say that's more in the running. I mean, it's your choice. But it's definitely between Signature Porom and Hachivat for me. That's so tough. That's a toss-up. That's such a toss-up for a black tie event. Signature Porom's more complex. Hachivat is stronger. So it comes down to, do you want the depth? Do you want the power? Because Signature Porom's no slouch. It's just not as strong as Hachivat. That's a beast. I would say Signature Porom's very strong and Hachivat is a beast. So that's the thing. The biggest differences, I would say, between the two as far as making a decision, just my opinion to weigh in since you're asking. Signature Porom, if you want the complexity and the depth, it's more interesting. It's a more interesting scent profile because of that. Hachivat, just as good a quality, but potent, really potent. So that's what it comes down to for me as far as that stuff. Rainy weather, usually vetiver fragrances. That's usually people's go-to is the vetiver fragrances. It's something about a slightly earthy vetiver tone that just works well on those muggy, wet days, you know. Speaking of clones, have you heard of Kazar fragrances? I have not. I have Poseidon, which is a dupe or a clone. I don't know how you call dupe, clone, same thing. But no, I never tried them. Never heard of them. Sports and entertainment. So lots of important people I'd like to impress. Thinking Signature Porom. So I would go with the complexity for sure. I would go with the more interesting of the two scents. I would definitely go that route then. Based on that situation, that's the hands down choice for me. Again, you'd be fine with Hachivat too, but if you want the more interesting scent profile, for me, it's that one for sure. Most of mine have come from perfumeonline.ca. I am affiliated with them. If you click the link tree at the top, I do have an affiliate link in there if you want to check them out. That's where pretty much every single one of my Latafa and Maison Alhambra fragrances have come from. A lot of my Afnans have come from there as well. And a few Rasasis, not a lot. I bought a few Rasasis from Fragrance Net and eBay. So I don't even remember the store, but yeah, that's where 90%, maybe, yeah, about 90% of my cheap Middle Eastern fragrances have come from perfumeonline.ca. I have not. They have it at Sephora. It's pretty fresh. I'm being based on the name. Tangerine Boy. That sounds like it'd be a fresh fragrance. I don't own a single Ajmal. Haven't tried any of them yet. What's up, Rick? Anything you recommend over Dolce & Gabbana Italian Love for summer? I plan on getting a bottle of that for this summer because I went through my decant. It's empty. You pretty much have all the stuff I'm excited about because when summer rolls around, I'm going to start wearing 9 a.m. dive more. You have that. If you have Italian Love, that's something I'm looking forward to wearing. Let me think. You pretty much have everything I'm looking forward to. That Zaharoff Mephisto, my preferred take on Creed Silver Mountain Water. You know, I would say if you haven't tried that one yet, but I'm confident you have at least tried. Metallic, floral, citrus, you know, very bright and fresh. Really, really good stuff. That's another one I'm looking forward to wearing more of. And Mossy Into Me for men because of that beautiful watermelon juice that it's got going on. So I would say those for sure, you know. Soleil d'Italie for men, Sarah, that I bought last year. Going to pull that out. Kind of like niche light blue in many ways. It's more complex and deeper overall, but it does remind me of Dolce & Gabbana light blue. just way better. So Mancera Sole d'Italie for sure. A lot of citruses, watery, airy, but still has some longevity. So good, clean and musky. Oh yeah, good stuff. Something better before I pulled the trigger on it. As far as designers, not really, but you might be interested in Mancera Sole d'Italie. That's great. It's very underrated. The only person I've ever watched a review on for it is EQ. I don't know if Ogun's still here, Quality Fragrances, EQ, but that's who sold me on it and made me and got me to buy it in the first place. Because he's not an influencer, but he sure influenced me to buy the damn thing. Boogery Rain is better than so. Justin got it and said it's really good. I've heard it's like Versace Mano Fresh mixed with. Was it you I saw posted that, Joe? I'm trying to remember. Mano Fresh mixed with something. And I was like, ooh, I need to get that. He's here. Okay, yeah. My purchase of Sole d'Italie is your fault, sir. You damn influencer. So we're at the 1 hour mark, gentlemen. So I'm going to answer this one real quick. And then we're going to shut it down. What's the fragrance version of curling at the squat rack, trolling fragrances before they come out, or wearing Interlude Man 53 for the summer? So I did see Jubilation 40 in a picture today. So that's coming. I don't know if that's necessarily trolling, but there's a 40% extrait of Jubilation Man coming from Amouage. Speaking of Interlude Man 53. I don't think it's been announced yet. I don't think it has, but so that's a thing that's coming, and I'll leave you guys on that note. So thank you so much to all of the super chats. It was very generous of all of you. I greatly appreciate it. All my guys that showed up in the chat that I'm friends with, thank you guys for being here. All the regulars to the channel, of course, I always appreciate you guys the most. People that are newer to the live chat, welcome. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to go get going. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Full review on this long overdue Spicebomb coming out in the morning. Already edited and uploaded. It's ready. It's coming out 7 a.m. Mountain Time. So I'm going to do a couple of reviews this week since I just did a few list topics. So you're going to see some reviews. I'll probably do the Wile Parfum review this week, the 1 Million Elixir review this week. I'm going to wear Rasasi Sator Ra for the first time tomorrow. We're going to get that first full wearing. So some reviews coming. Possibly wear that P. Frappin fragrance 1270 again this week. I've got a few things in the works for the week, but make sure you like this before you go. Make sure you check out the video from earlier this morning. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.